What does it mean to live authentically? To pop off the mask or mask and live as the you really are? Not the you're supposed to be. The you that you believe is acceptable. Not the you others are used to, but the unapologetic, real you, screaming to be let out, to shine, to be released into the world. Greetings, my name is Dawn from Project Liberate, where I'm concerned with all things that have to do with liberation. This is video number 23, part 2. Please look at my previous videos and build your life fitness if you too want liberation. In this video, I'm going to share what I've done and am still doing to drop my mask and step into the me that's been waiting patiently to be fully lived and expressed. This is about liberating yourself in the case of mask, so that you can be and live the full expression of your truest self. Ta-da! Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share if you find the content in this video valuable. We come to use mask to protect ourselves in the world, to protect our vulnerabilities, our tender hearts, to avoid being shamed, hurt, and or neglected. But then sometimes or oftentimes we can hide so well from the world that we forget who we are. Are we the masked person or someone else? This may not matter to some, but for me, living behind a mask, controlling every word I spoke, every action I took, repressing my true voice in the world became too big a burden. I tired of the act, of the ruse. I tired of the control and repression. Once I discovered that we wear masks, it helped me to understand what was happening for me. It started with a recognition or awareness of where I was. Next came what to do about it because my authentic self was longing to get out. I want to define authentic as it is used so much. I think, like with many terms, you hear the definition, and then what it means personally to each individual is different. It means the you, beyond or before the facade. The true you that is beneath the shoulds, should nots, or expectations of others. The prior to conditioning you, the raw you. This you longs to express itself freely with wild abandon, so to speak. And it feels that way because it's been kept under wraps. It's screaming to be seen and heard by you. When it reaches a fever pitch, it will no longer be denied or ignored. At least that's my experience of it. So how do we break free from the mask? Do we have to throw away our mask or masks to be free? The answer might surprise you. Let's imagine tossing away our mask and letting whatever comes to mind fly. Is that what freedom of expression means to you? It might be, but for me, just because I think something doesn't make it the truth. Have you ever thought something that ended up being a story you created, like maybe he or she is mad at you for X, Y, and Z, but it turned out that they had something on their mind that you weren't aware of and that had nothing to do with you? Removing your mask doesn't have to mean tossing away your compassion, your skills to effectively communicate, your integrity, or for that matter, common sense. In fact, sometimes a mask is the attire for the occasion, like when you don't feel emotionally safe. Removing the mask is so we can express who we truly are, not so we can tell everyone off and put them in their place. I won't deny that some people need to be checked though. Wearing a mask all the time is emotional labor, which is when we expend energy just to maintain acceptable behavior, which negatively impacts our well-being, according to researchers. Faking the funk or pretending to be okay with things because you feel you can't express yourself for whatever reason actually takes a toll on your mind and your body. Based on an experiment, psychologists found that the emotional labor of wearing masks continually elevated participants' blood pressure and caused cardiac stress, according to Arthur C. Brooks, author of The Disguises We Wear Every Day from The Atlantic. The word role is a more accurate term for changing hats, so to speak. based on the environment as opposed to mask. For instance, I teach. So at work, I am there to educate students. And in that environment, my role is different from my role as the mother of an adult son. The roles are different, and I exercise different attributes based on the role. That's what we do. A mask is something you put on to create a barrier between yourself and the world. Now, what do we do to remove the mask so that we can live more fully and express our authentic selves? So firstly, find ways to create spaces wherever you're wearing a mask or masks to express your true self. For example, I began to teach my students mindfulness, which is a way of quieting the mind or expanding the space between thoughts so that they can focus more so and better deal with the stress they experience. By doing this, I was bringing what I do as a significant daily practice to my students so it can benefit them. I was sharing a practice that supports my authenticity with the people I spend most of my time with. This is a way of expressing my true self. If you love music, art, social consciousness, reading, social justice, history, communication, writing, etc., and those things are not a part of what you do the majority of the time, find or create a space or spaces where you can infuse these things you love into your life regularly, where you find yourself wearing a mask. This will allow your authentic self to be fed. This has the potential of creating more happiness in your life because you are being nourished on a deeper level. Take off your mask around loved and trusted people. This may seem like a no-brainer, but we put on masks unconsciously. Therefore, we must be intentional in removing them. Practice taking off your mask in safe spaces and practice expressing yourself fully there. Bit by bit, begin to express and shine from the truth of who you are. It is a tremendous relief to no longer hold up the mask and finally just be yourself unapologetically. Refamiliarize yourself with your authentic self, like getting to know a new, cool person. Honor your uniqueness in the world. There is simply no one like you. Whoever you've been hiding is so ready to come out, play and stay. Let her out, let her out, let him out, let him out. Remember, you are the light of the world. That's why you're here. That's your only function. I am the light of the world. That's why I'm here. That's my only function. May you be well. May you be happy. This has been a 721 Yellow Banana production. Have a wonderful day. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share if you found the content in this video valuable. I really appreciate it. Get liberated.